Yes, I'm back and I'm live. And we gonna make a starting soon screen, be right back screen, end screen. You know, those things that people like. We haven't done one of those for free. So why not? Why not do that? Because, you know, that's what people need for their stuffs. I don't know. I have an idea for it, so we're gonna go with it and see how that does. And hopefully the mic is doing better than what it was. I had mic issues, and we'll get to that. But anyway, I have never ever worked with geometry nodes in Blender, and I figured why not, stream me struggling to do geometry nodes for the first time, because that should be entertaining, right? Like you guys should enjoy that. I don't know. So yes, that's what I'm gonna try and do today. So let's go ahead and get into it and bring out my little streaming pal Felix. Get this show started, buddy. Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? Yes. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get some music going. Ish. I'm so glad the widget's back and working again. Yay! Oh, I hope everybody's doing good this morning. I'm still waking up myself, but when you do early morning streams, you gotta have some kind of like wake up time. Try to get yourself in the groove. Gravemore for free. Yes, I am designing. I'm doing some designing for free. That's what I do on my Fridays. This is stuff I legit just give away. So I'm gonna be playing with geometry nodes for the first time in Blender. I haven't actually done that. So yeah, this will be interesting to see how well that turns out. Could be good, could be terrible. I don't know. We'll find out. But the idea is I'm going to be making like one of the, a starting soon screen, a be right back screen, and an end screen. They're all going to be uniform and looks the same, have the same feel and everything, but have this set that I can just give away. And it's just me promoting, me as a designer for content creators and things like that. So, we'll figure it out. How you doing this morning, Grave? Oh, Hulk coming in with a host. Yay! Hang on. Well, yeah. I'm okay. I'm still getting my brain together. I'm on my second round of my sneak here, trying to get my brain to actually start firing. Living the dream. It's cold as shit. It's not cold as shit down here yet. I do have to say I'm thankful that the hurricane came through and it started cooling everything down. Not thankful that it actually happened. I mean, it avoided me, so that was nice. But that hurricane came through. We had gale force winds there for a couple days, and then all of a sudden it was nice and calm, and then it just got nice and cool in the morning. So like I'm able to put on my favorite thing. I'm able to put on hoodies again, and I love wearing my hoodies. So that was exciting for me to be able to wear hoodies again. Like, that's my thing. I miss living in the north just because of hoodie weather. I love hoodie weather to no end. So yes. 45 degrees, rocking hoodie and shorts. Yeah, that's actually okay. Yeah. hoodie, shorts. I'm doing it too. Hoodie and shorts. Yep, totally doing it too. But it's like it only like this morning was 54 degrees. So it's like, I mean, it's not exactly the coldest, but it is what it is. I work with what I got. I was actually wearing, I keep the house cold enough to where like wearing a hoodie in the house is still a possibility. So that makes it a little nicer for me. Nice hoodie. Yeah, I know you. I knew you would appreciate it. Yeah. You know, all good stuff. Haunted Mansion all the way, man. You and I know this. I was just really thankful that my wife's biological father and his family decided to take us to Disneyland when we went out. I hadn't been to a Disney park in years, and taking my girls for the first time, and my wife, Kristen, had never been to a Disney park either. So taking them was actually a really like exciting and fun time. But I was really pleased that both my girls fell in love with the Haunted Mansion as much as I love it. It was the only ride the entire time we were there that we rode twice. And it was the last ride that we did, for the second time. Took my girls all the way across the other side of the park and everything, and got them on the Haunted Mansion a second time because Izzy was just so in love with the Haunted Mansion that she just wanted to go back and do it again. And she, like, after we did it in the morning, she wanted to do it again and again and again. And I was just like, hell yeah, that's my kid. So yeah. The Haunted Mansion is, no matter how old I get, that is still going to be one of my favorite rides of all time. It's so simple, but it's so much fun. And I just love it. Just love it so much. So yeah. I have never played with geometry nodes in Blender. I haven't done that before, and I'm excited to experiment with it and kind of nervous to show my kind of stupidity while doing it on stream. I did watch a little bit of Ducky 3D's tutorials on exploring geometry nodes and everything like that. So I'm going to kind of follow one of the things he designed, but I'm going to try and like put my own angle on it and things like that. So yeah, it should be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Hello, Egg. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Laser Lips. Your mama was a snowblower.
Indeed she is. And especially going into the winter. Yes, actually. And more like a broken one, but how you doing, Hulk? How you doing, Egg? Welcome. Hope you guys are doing good this morning. Egg and I already got into I'm sorry. Ketchup is not my thing, but ketchup on a pizza just stupid and redundant. I'm saying it again, man. Trying Battlefield 2042, man, I really liked it. I mean, I know that it had its issues, and people were like, "Oh, this is a garbage game." Blah blah blah. It was underdeveloped for one. Yes, it was but the idea and the gameplay of it was still fantastic. I loved it. It's just being on console. It's really hard to find lobbies to play in. I actually want to return to Battlefield 2042 and try it again. Oh, I love you too. Called off work today for what? Why'd you call off work? Just because you needed a mental health day? That's okay. We all need those. We all need mental health days, that's for sure. Ketchup is life and great on pizza. It sounds so dumb though. I mean, you've already got the tomato base on the pizza, and then you're adding more tomato paste on top of it. I mean, this is me being like, oh my gosh, I'm not a ketchup guy. I'm not. Ketchup is not my thing. What do I put on my hamburgers? Literally mustard, and that's it. I don't even like mayo. Like, mayo to me is what is the most disgusting thing you can put on anything. But like, give me mustard, give me hot sauce. Hell yeah, let's go. Spicy mustard, yeah. Yeah, you had the what is HP sauce? Probably like a almost like a steak sauce or a barbecue sauce. It's one of the two, right? My boss told me not to come in because it's gonna rain. What do you do that a rain stops your job? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rolling in here. We're gonna make like it's gonna be kind of sci-fi style. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna make this kind of long. Let's make it a nice even number, so 5. Oh, you work at a golf course. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Kind of, but different. Okay. I hadn't. I kind of figured it was one of the two. I figured like HP sauce would be something along the lines of like a steak sauce or something like that. But yeah. I mean, if it's more along the lines of like an A1 steak sauce, I mean, still that's a little ketchupy and vinegary for my taste, but like something like that. Yeah, I could see it. I could see how that would give a really good flavor to it. So like that one, I won't argue with. Like I might try doing like some kind of steak sauce on pizza and see how it does. But yeah. How was your migraine? Migraines finally subsided mostly yesterday. So when it came to the migraines, it was actually a result of my eye condition. So I have a very rare eye condition. Usually when it flares up, it's extremely painful, and I have to be in a pitch black room because any light source just is like stabbing needles through my eyes. And that's normally what a flare up is for me, is like somebody just jabbing me over and over again with needles or knives or something like that. Like it's extremely painful. This flare up, and it doesn't happen often, but it basically, I will feel fine. I will feel normal. But I wind up getting this like horrible migraine from it, and it comes from the light, and things like that. So, that it is what it is on that, and you just kind of roll with it. All right. Let's subdivide this as square as I possibly can here. About 50. Yeah, it looks about good. Okay. And now I'm following, I'm right now what I'm doing is I'm kind of following what Ducky had given for an initial on this. So I'm still trying to. Well, I mean, if we've got that, it should be fine. But yeah. So the migraines went away because I got my eyes more under control. It's still not the best. I'm still carrying a bit of a headache, but like nothing to what I was dealing with, where I was like so nauseated I couldn't eat, and I was just like literally laying around, and then I was still having to be a dad with girls who love to scream. It was fun. Looked at my stats on Battlefield 2042. Oh boy, what a disaster. Yeah, probably the same for me as well. Not gonna lie, it would probably be the exact same for me on that one. All right. Let me find. Oh, that's how I need. Oh. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Here we go. Geometry nodes. We're gonna do a new one here. Cats, good morning. Hello, my friend. How you doing? How was Winnable Wednesday? It was good. I was struggling through the whole thing. I was putting on the best show I could, but man, I'll tell you, that headache was still killing me. And I got off, and I immediately was just like, I gotta go lay down. I can't do this. So I did what I could on Winnable Wednesday, even though I just was feeling like absolute hot trash. So, it was good. We had a good time. We had some good moments in it, but for me, I was definitely not the most entertaining I could have been. But Domino's also has cheeseburger pizza, which, oh yeah, we have the cheeseburger pizza here too, and it's pretty delicious. It's tasty. Not gonna lie. All right, so let's see if I can remember some of this. So I remember delete geometry. I know I need a texture. Let's just do a noise texture, and we're gonna need a color ramp. Factor color to selection, and then yeah, there we go. So like I said, this is the first time I've been doing geometry nodes, which is a lot of procedural generation. And I haven't really done this before, so this is a bit new for me. But the idea for this is I want to make it look kind of like a wireframe sci-fi type thing. And just kind of I want to play with this to see what I'll wind up with and kind of go from there. And I don't know. Again, first time playing with geometry nodes, so I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. But hopefully we're going to create something cool out of it. Teriyaki pizza. I'm not a teriyaki fan. I'd give it a try. My wife would love it. My wife loves teriyaki, so yeah, she would definitely be all over that. Plus, we can't always agree on things that would make it boring if we did. Oh, absolutely. We can't agree. As per our earlier conversation, Egg, we can totally agree that the French have not been useful since Napoleon. The French flag needs to just be changed to a white flag. Like, literally, that's just what it should be. Good at work. We used to have cheeseburger pizza here before. Ooh. See, I like the idea of cheeseburger pizza. There's a pizza that I do miss. There was a taco pizza, and there was this hole-in-the-wall pizza place that we would go to when I was a kid that was just fantastic. The way they made this taco pizza was just so on point. And I just haven't found a taco pizza that really hits. And I'm not going to consider Taco Bell's taco pizza. No. And it's just a glorified quesadilla. Sorry. But baked bean pizza? Interesting. There's one I hadn't thought of. Okay, so that's an issue. I don't really want those wires. Maybe if I do I do constant? I don't like that it's showing the wire outline. I wonder if there's a way I can... Oh, that didn't work. Let me get a solidify in here. Let's give it a little bit of thickness. Well, it'll work. Would you try I would try the peanut butter pizza. I'd be very wary of it, but I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like peanut butter is just something you don't put on a pizza. I'd still try it. I'd still try peanut butter pizza, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, so, all right. That gives us a base to work with. Let's try and duplicate. I scale it down just like that. And then nope. Do that. And then maybe if I add a wireframe modifier to it. Yeah. Wait, where did the geometry node for this one go? Hey, wait, didn't you already host? Surprisingly, people do like it. I'd give it a shot. I would be very willing to. I'd be very willing to give it a shot and see what it would be like. Heinz baked bean pizza. What? Okay, but the question is, what beans do they use in it? I would be okay with like, oh, Cookie's coming in with that resub. What's up, Shane? How you doing, buddy? Welcome on in. How you doing, my friend? Wait, where did the geometry nodes go for this? What the hell just happened? Why can't I not use my modifier? Oh, there it is. Output attribute. Got it. Okay, I found it. Nom, nom, nom. Yes. Oh, cookies are delicious. So good. So good. They were a limited edition. I make my own now. So what beans do you use on this baked bean pizza? Or do you just use the baked beans out of a can? Hype up! Yes, get excited. I appreciate that resub, Shane. I do. By the way, I do have to thank you once again for the ridiculous amount of gifted subs. You actually opened up a whole new tier of emotes for me, so I actually had to start filling them. I have one animated slot to go, and I don't know what to do with it. So I'm still working on that. But no, I like it means a lot to me, Cookies. You are the absolute man for doing that. I appreciate it. Baked beans out of the tin. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I want to not as many of these. And we'll just get the distortion up to make it look a little different. Maybe I need to decrease the thickness on that. Or maybe just get rid of thickness altogether. Yeah. So like I said, I have an idea for this. I don't know how well it's going to turn out, but we're going to try. I don't understand all that crap, but you're welcome. Oh, no problem. You know, so like I basically abandoned my Facebook page when it comes to my streaming stuff. And I had to. I was getting way too frustrated with Facebook just constantly hitting me with just BS. Like, I was getting hit with things that I didn't even understand. And it's just, I don't know. I wish well to everybody on Facebook, but I just can't. I can't fathom working with them anymore. If I stretch that out, 5. Yeah, it'll look all right. Yes. Nom, 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 nom. I don't know. Like, when getting hit with what was it? I got hit with a violation of community standards. And I'm still trying to understand the violation of community standards from a video from 2 months ago. Like, they hit me 2 months later, and I'm like, it's just those kinds of
inconsistencies that I'm just like, I can't keep supporting a platform that's just going to hurt you. Oh, shit.
But I don't know. Doing rubbish on Battlefield. Only thing I'm decent on so far is being the medic. I was pretty good.
Being a medic on Battlefield 2042. I was pretty good at that. I was garbage at pretty much everything else. Of course, I have a terrible habit of just running in and shooting.
Not thinking about what I need to be doing.
Janet! Dr. Scott! Janet! Ah, Rucker!
Oh, cocaine is delicious. You'd be surprised at how fast I can do cocaine. No, I actually have never done cocaine.
Yeah, jackass.
I know. I'm not the best artist in the world, but I try. Try hard, guys. Oh, I need to... This looks okay.
That's what she said.
Is it? Is it what she said? Are you sure? You know what it is? I do better when I actually have like colors applied, and I can see like the difference a little bit better when I'm doing colors. So let me just get a couple different emissions on here. That's going to help me figure out what I want to do. This is not going to be the colors we're going to go with, but this is going to help me understand what I'm looking at. Yeah. Maybe this one. Maybe I have too much. Yeah, I had a little too much for my taste on that one. I don't know. It'll make sense as we go. It always starts out looking like crap until you actually like really get into it and really see what you're doing. This color is not working for me. I'll change the colors and make it look better as we go, but so the idea is just this nice sci-fi weird kind of look, and I would like to make things look kind of hologramish. I don't know how well I'm going to do on that, but we'll see. Let's make this 1.5, 1.5. And then we're going to rotate it like that. Let's give it a different color so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. It's looking interesting. I think, I mean, I'm going to make this just kind of crazy and weird. And let's put that back at do that. We will fewen them up. Oop. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Maybe that's a little too few. And yeah, that's looking good. It'll make more sense. I promise this will make way more sense as we go. But this just gives me an idea of how that overall, how it's going to look overall. Now, what I need to do then is I want to enclose this so that way it's a nice kind of closed off thing. So we're going to add another cylinder. And this is basically going to serve as like a backdrop. And get my faces. We're going to delete the two ends here. That way it's closed off, and we'll make this black. And we'll make it kind of reflective in things as we go. And then what I'm going to wind up doing is taking this and I'm going to duplicate it back and back and back. So that way, the idea is I'm going to take the camera and it's going to move down this tunnel and it's going to be able to loop over and over and over again. So that way you get this real fun, like, effect for your starting soon screen, keeps it visually interesting and things like that. So, I mean, again, I'm making this for free, and this is the first time I've played with geometry nodes. So I'm still kind of like learning the process of how I want to approach this and do this. And I'm taking the idea from Ducky 3D and I'm trying to apply it and make it my own, and you know, and work with it in a way that actually makes sense. Let me take all these, move them into a new collection. We're going to call this the tube. And this is just going to help me keep things organized. So when I go to make these to make the rendering easier, I'll actually use a collections instance. And that's actually going to reduce the amount of processing power it's going to take to actually make this work. Plus, it's going to make looping way easier. So this will be fun. All right, so I've got the idea. Now I need to work on making these shaders more appealing, making the colors more fun and interesting. So we'll start on the outer one. Now, what color scheme should I go with? Does anybody have any ideas of like what color scheme I should work with? What would be a universal one that people would want? Like, what colors do people want to see? Give me some ideas. While I'm waiting for you guys to respond on that, let's get a mixed shader in here, and then we're going to do transparent. I don't know if it's going to work with it. It should work with emission. Let's get a Fresnel to drive it. it's going to need better direction on it. So let's see. We're going to need the color ramp. What if I do that? I'm going to figure this out. Maybe that's the wrong way to go about it. Maybe I need to do... Ooh. Ooh! I don't know. I don't know how... I forget how I want to do this. I've got to find my blinking lights one again and figure out how to do the blinking lights. I feel like the transparent is not what I want. Is it translucent? I'm trying to figure out which one works. I'm trying to remember which one works best with emissions, with what I'm trying to do. I think it's the translucent. Yeah, that's looking a little bit more correct. Let's actually do that in 4D, because then what we can do, we can actually animate that. Y'all aren't giving me color ideas. I need color ideas. We'll make this one kind of faint. I feel like Fresnel isn't what I'm wanting. Maybe it's layer weight that I want. We'll do it on the facing. Take a minute. No, maybe that's not it. Maybe it is the Fresnel on the layer weight. It just gives it a little bit of a sheen to it. On this one, let's add a subdivision surface. Maybe move it up a spot. It's a little... It's very blocky, and that's not what I want. I want them to have a little bit more rounded edges to them, I guess. Maybe the subdivision isn't what I want. Damn it! Let's see here. Let's get back into the geometry nodes, and maybe that'll help me figure out how I want to make this work. Let's take a look here. What does this do? What happens if I put it in here? Oh. That is definitely not what I want to do, and it's doing it to both things, and I didn't want that. Never mind. Ah! Jeremy the Madman coming in with that raid. Ooh. How you doing, buddy? How was your stream? How was the rest of your stream, I should say? Bow, bow, wow, bow. Yes. Oh, yes. Welcome. Thank you for that raid, my friend. I do appreciate it. Trying to think. feel like all I'm doing is like making this worse. What you doing? I'm working on making a fun, starting soon, be right back, end screen type thing, and I give it away for free. The Free Design Friday is all about me designing some, elements for streamers to give away for free. And all of the things I do, they're available for download on my Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/OSU Phoenix. And, yeah, you can download anything I design for free and use it for whatever you want. We've done like a wood sign pop-up alert. We've done a thought bubble alert one. What else do we have on there? We have the band hammer, if you ever wanted to use a band hammer, which requires a little bit more integration. What else did I put up there? I think there's a stinger transition that maybe people, I don't know. I just design things and put it up for free, and if people want it, they want it. If they don't, they don't. It's not a big deal for me. But that I'm currently trying to design this like more sci-fi looking thing, and things aren't working exactly like I want them to, but we're getting there. I think the problem that I'm facing more than anything is the fact that the shader is just not coming together like I want it to. Like it's not working. It's not working like I want. Thanks for the prime. Hey, no problem, man. I try to support the people who come in and support me as much as I can. So I try to spread some love around where I can. I'm not exactly rolling in the money or anything like that. So I try to contribute to someone's benefit in some way, shape, or form. And that's just the way I like to work. I like to try and give back to those who give to me in some way, shape, or form. And if it's literally just, hey, you came in and you hung out, that's perfectly fine with me. But, I definitely try to make sure that, I'm giving back to people who give so much to me and make me believe that I'm actually going to be okay in all this. All right. Where did I put? I know where I put it. I have to get I have to look at the node setup for the blinking lights that I've done, because I am legit struggling to do this blinking light effect that I want to do. So give me a second here. I have to look at this because it's going to drive me nuts. Mixed shader, translucent emission. Right. So I was on the right track. I just have things plugged in the wrong spots. Got it. Okay. I was on the right track, but I didn't quite have it. At least you don't have stream issues. No. I do. I very much do. I still have an issue with the Elgato Facecam and my motherboard. You'll see every now and then it'll do this stutter, and I'm still trying to figure that one out, and it's not working. And then as much as I love the quality of my Beacon mic here, and I do love my Beacon mic, the quality, the sound quality on it, I love. It fits my voice well. The problem is it keeps resetting my EQing and everything, that I have to basically reset it every single week, and it gets so annoying to have to do that over and over and over again. Question? Sure. What's your question? I will do everything I can to answer. Okay, so that's the color ramp, noise texture, object. Oh, object. I know what I'm missing now. It's object info and the fact. Okay. I'm figuring this out. So, or at least I'm hoping this is going to work. My friend Miss Courtney is banned from my chat. Any reason why? There's a possibility that maybe one of your moderators accidentally banned him, or maybe you accidentally clicked the ban on it. You can unban people, which isn't too terribly difficult. Or unless they were banned from Twitch. No, on my chat. Oh, let me look. Miss Courtney. Look here. It is. Where is it? Isn't. Let me look. I will find it. She might have accidentally wound up on a on my random like sift. I had used a program to sift through finding bot accounts, and it may have accidentally mislabeled her. So hang on. I gotta remember where this is. Where's my band list? That's the follower list. Moderation? Is that where it is? Band chatters. Here we go. Oh, yeah. She accidentally wound up on a band list. Okay, I took that off. She should be good. Yeah. That should have taken care of it, hopefully. Miss Courtney Rabbit? Yes. Sanctified with dynamite. I mean, sure, Billy Bob. You always come in hot with that stuff, don't you? How you doing, buddy? After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth. Yeah, I know that reference. I understood that one. Man, I miss the old Power Rangers. Old Power Rangers was good Power Rangers. It's a song by Powerwolf. Never heard of them. There's a lot of bands I haven't listened to because I get stuck in my old school music. You're welcome. I'm sorry. Honestly, I think when I was doing an auto purge, and I have to do that because I have had a lot of bot accounts come in here and like artificially inflate my viewership. And I think when I ran the automatic program, it just misidentified you and just banned you. So if that does happen, you guys can always reach out to me and be like, hey, I think I was accidentally banned, and I will 100% undo it, because sometimes these automated programs don't exactly function like we want. So we just kind of, I got to roll with it. I don't like to block out good people. I don't. So, I do apologize for that. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you're just joining and you're trying to understand what the hell I'm doing, is I'm trying to make, this is Free Design Friday. I design free stuff for streamers, content creators, whatnot. I throw it up on my coffee page, and if you guys want to use it, you use it. But I like to design stuff for free, and a lot of this stuff is very simple. I can do very complex overlays, and if you haven't seen any of them, I'll have to maybe towards later, once I finish this, I'll show you guys some of the things I've done that are just, I even sit and go, wow, I did that. Little old me did that? What? Color in here. We need to make this constant. Bring this down to halfway. And I'm very much looking up how I set this up. Because I have one for blinking lights. I don't manually set this up enough to know how I need to do this. And then object info. Ah! No! No! Of course, this is also assuming that it's going to work with what I'm trying to do. Because this is the first time I've tried to use geometry nodes to make what I'm trying to make. Oh, that's not good. It's making the whole thing blank. Good game? It's not a game. What's wrong with you? I'll check back in 30 minutes. I'm in AutoCAD designing digital parts, so I'm busy. Hey, no problem. No problem. I get that. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. So wait. Something wrong here. Because it's affecting the whole thing, and I don't want it to be affecting the whole thing where it's just blinking on and off the whole thing. That's not right. It's just too bad. so maybe this won't work. I want it to. If I do a different... Whoa. Whoa. Okay, now... Shit. I don't want people to have a seizure. Oh, damn. I don't think this is going to work on geometry nodes, which sucks. Yeah, that is not what I want it to do. Damn it. I was really hoping this was going to work out. How? Man, I need to brush up with my AutoCAD skill. I haven't used that program for a long time. I've never used AutoCAD. I've always been curious on how to do that. I just haven't gotten there. I don't know what to do. I feel like no matter what I'm doing with this, it's not doing anything I really want it to do. Maybe if I do object index? Will that work? Nope. Damn. Shit. This is not working. All right. Well, okay, that idea didn't work. Because it's still doing it as one piece. Unless I go to the geometry nodes, is there a way I can break this up into multiple? Generate a point cloud from... No. Texture. Utilities. Oh, this is not fun. I have a lot to learn with geometry nodes. I really do. Provide a selection of faces that... Oh. Wonder if that'll... That's not where that goes then. Okay. Where do I plug this in? Can I plug it into the vector? And we're using this one? What about the scale? Huh. No, still doing the same thing. Damn. What if... I don't think this is going to work the way I want it to, at least not with my limited knowledge on geometry nodes. So I'm going to have to approach this completely differently. And that's fine. Let's take that out. So let's do... Instead of a noise texture, let's get a brick texture in here, and maybe we can make that kind of work out a little bit better. If I do this. Whoa. Those colors are a little weird. I don't want it that bright. Or do I? That. Okay, and that's going to be the... acts as the inner color. Okay. So the color ramp doesn't seem to be wanting to do what I want. I mean, that looks okay. I think the brightness is too much. What if we just made that black? And then... Ooh. Ooh, I have an idea. Nope, that's too much. Okay, 0.025? 0.05? I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out. We're gonna make this work somehow. We're gonna get it to what I want it to be at some point. I just don't know what point, but we're gonna get there. Because if I can make this look almost circuitry-like, that would be pretty cool. Ooh, ooh, I found that. Sweet. Where I can get that nice outline so we can brighten up the outline. Sweet. See, sometimes you just gotta play with shit to figure it out. Okay, so row height, but we need the width to... We're gonna play with this. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find how we're gonna make this work. Somehow. Because I want it to kind of look like circuitry in some way, shape, or form. Okay, let's get a noise texture in here to kind of give it a little bit of funkiness. We do that on the width? No. What about the height? I just want to give it a little bit of randomness. I don't want it to be too smooth. Because, see, we can make it look crazy, and I don't want it to be too crazy. I mean, that's looking a little bit better where it's, like, crossing over type stuff. Okay, so no matter what I do with this, it's just going to change the inside line. Okay, that's fine. So what I want to do with the inside line, I'm going to make it that like bright blue. If I change this, it's going to kind of give the sheen to it. So let's... If I change the bottom of this, okay. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. So I like what I'm doing, what we got going here with that. Now, out of curiosity, what happens if I remove this color ramp from that? Oh, nope. What if I get a Fresnel go into the normal and then out? Oh. All right, well, maybe that wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. If I plug it in here. Port of operations. No, okay. Well, it was a thought. It was a fun thought. It's not working the way I want. Trying to find that aesthetic look that I'm looking for here. Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's too much. You know what would probably help is if I get rid of the other ones that are interfering. Um, me and see what I'm doing here. Da 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 dum. Do 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 do. I mean, this is looking pretty interesting and different. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I can work with that. All right, on this one, we're going to apply the same one, but we're going to change up the color scheme on it. So on this, we'll do like the purple. It's almost going to be like neo pop wave type stuff. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, that's. Let me take the noise texture out of that one completely. It's too blue. Hmm. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know. What does everybody think? Is that Country Roads and Orchestra? Yeah, it's from um Kingsman, The Golden Circle. Yeah, they use the Country Roads quite often throughout that movie. And I think it's beautiful. I think it's really, really well done. All right, now I need to work on this. I want to make it, I want to do the blinking light effect, but it's just, I don't think it's going to work. Ah, da, 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 dun, 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 dun. I have an idea. I have an idea. Do do. Could have probably done Control T on this, but that's okay. Texture coordinate from generated. Hardest part is figuring out which the way this is going to rotate. So let's do -90 here, and then what happens? Kind of. If we do 90. So I can do this like effect with those. Like that. Now the next thing I want to do, let's duplicate this color ramp. And for the color, and choose a, let's keep it in the color wheelhouse here. So that way, if I take this and put it here, get that nice fun glow like that. We'll animate it to do that. It'll be fun. I like this. I like what I'm doing. So I just got to remember to come back and animate that accordingly. And then this last one, I think we're just going to keep it a very simple, like, white texture. And just keep it constant. Things I forgot to put on: bloom, screen space, reflections, motion blur, ambient occlusion. Then the last thing I need to do, there is a, I need to save this shader at some point. But there's a reflective black surface I like to use. And I got to go in and get it. It's actually from, like one of my first designs. And I loved what I did with it. And I keep winding up doing it over and over again. It's so good. So I'll just copy the object and we'll paste it in here and then delete it. All right, what material is this? 6. CX. So let's make this material 6. Yeah, and see, it's going to give all that, like, reflection, which I absolutely love. Maybe clean it up a little bit. Sweet. Now I just got to animate the thing. So I like the look of it. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I mean, for something for free, can't really go wrong. So the question is, all right, let's make sure we're going to do 30 frames a second because that's usually about what everybody can handle. Make it a 10-second loop, so 300 frames. Let me just go ahead and set up all my settings here. Those should be good. We don't need... Take the world setting, make it black. So that way, as it goes through the tube, you won't be able to tell. I forgot to ask, what is your opinion about Deadpool 3? Dude, I'm fucking excited. Oh my god, like, I'm super happy that we're finally going to get a Deadpool that has Hugh Jackman for one extremely specific reason. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are fantastic together. Like, anytime they do jokes at each other's expense and everything, those two have way too much fun together. And I have this just incredible feeling that the banner between Deadpool and Wolverine is not only going to reflect the comics extremely well, because you got Kevin Feige who knows the material and knows what needs to be drawn from, but you got Ryan Reynolds who is the embodiment of the character, loves that character to no end, and Hugh Jackman who has been doing Wolverine for so long that he knows that character inside and out, and having those two mashed together not only as like best friends, but best friends in the movie type thing, like it's just going to be the ultimate buddy movie we've been waiting for. I honestly believe it's going to be one of the most spectacular, wonderful films that we'll have ever seen. Like, I'm super looking forward to this. Yeah, I Deadpool 3, I anticipate to be one of the biggest movies to ever come out, because the two guys who are in it are just, they're fantastic friends already, and the chemistry between them is amazing, and I can't really see this going too terribly wrong. just my opinion. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave actually these ones alone. We need to have these moving. So we need to do 299, not 300. So at frame 300, it's sitting at that. We're gonna plus 360 degrees and do that. So let's take a look. Nice. Nice. So on this one, at frame 1, here, frame 300, we're going to go to the negative side of 360 degrees. And then this one, the question I need to see if I can do, we do plus 180. What is it going to look like when it loops? Nope, it's going to jump. Okay, so we need to make that a full 362. The hardest part about looping things like this is making it look clean. Is that going to make everybody like completely dizzy and ridiculous? Maybe we don't make this one move. We are probably going to have to, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to actually double the frame, so it's going to be a 20-second loop, so which would make it, I need to go to 599. Now let's adjust these. Graph editor. Shrink that down. So what I need to make sure I'm doing, modifier, cycle. Oh no, repeat with offset. There we go. That way when it actually hits the keyframe, it'll continue to keep going. Same thing with this one. Add a cycle, repeat with offset, repeat with offset. That way they keep moving throughout. This way I can animate this one to be slower. So I'll do that. Go to frame 600. And we'll do the 360. Yeah, we're going to make you all nauseous. But it's visually interesting is what we're trying to go for. Wonder. I know what I can do with these. Give them a slight rotation, but nothing crazy. So at like frame 300, we'll go to negative. We'll go to like -3. And then we'll bring it back at frame 600. Yeah. It's a very slight motion on that, so it won't be too terrible. We may have added too much to this. I don't know. It's almost too busy. I think we're gonna have to change that uh not as annoying. So maybe not the same patterning. Too bright, too bright. Too flat. So now it's just too flat. It needs texture. Hmm. Like it's just too much. Let's see here. What can I use? What can I do to make that little easier on the eyes? Um, hmm. Hang on. Let me go back to what we originally had. If I can. There we go. When you do so much. I think it's because this one's just spinning too fast. I think that's the problem. Those outer ones do not need to be spinning that fast. Yeah. That looks a little bit better. A little more tolerable. Still something not right with the coloring. I think it's that color. And maybe this is still too much in the geometry nodes. Whoop! Make it less frequent. That looks a little better. Gotta clean that up. It's a lot of, push and pull, tug at things, see what you can come up with. Oop. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this looking all right? Okay, so for this, I like it. Cool. It's not making anybody nauseous, is it? So 2 seconds. We're going to have it flash in. So this way it'll be like, woo. I guess it's going to have to go to 2.5 to get the color all the way through. And then we just got a reverse course. So 150. The sad part is I have to like manually key these in. But it like kind of wraps in and wraps back out. So I did 60. What was it? 60, hold 60? Hold 30. 60, hold 30, 60. So hold 30, 180. And so we got to go to 240. Hold 30, so 270. 330. Yeah, we getting there. Hold 30. Go to 420. 420. In. Hold 30. 480. 60 out. That'd be 540. Ooh, it's not going to line up. The timing's going to be off. That's all right. We'll just do that. All right. So it comes in. Goes out. Comes in. It just adds that little bit of flair. I like it. The only thing I gotta fix is this. It's rotating just a bit too slow. So maybe if we do that. Okay. Yeah, this is working. A little bit of flash and panache. Okay, so now the next thing is to take this collection and we need to add it over and over again. What I'm going to do is collection instance tube. Did it grab everything? Oh, it did. Okay. Solid view so I can actually see what I'm doing here. Sweet. Now on this collections instance, no, I can't. Okay. What if I do just round it out to -10? Bet that'll be fine. So we'll do another one. We're just going to keep going over and over again. So that would be the position -20. Make that -30. And now the camera, which we're going to just start at 9. And over 600 frames, it needs to go 10. So we need to be at -1. Is that right? Nope. So the harder. Maybe that. Maybe it just goes to 0. No. It's going too far. You know what it is? We started at -9. Let's try -3. Because I think the tube is... No. Shit. You know what? I think it's because my start position is bad. So let's do... Let's just make this a little bit easier. Let's go 6 to... Because the tube, I believe... Oh, that's 5. 5. Okay. So if I started at 6, I need to be at -1. Nope. Son of a bitch. This is like the hardest part. Oh, wait. I've got 2 different frames here. That could cause some issues. All right, let's try it again. No, damn it. This is the part that I always struggle with, is like the positioning of the camera throughout. So let me go to the solid view here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and make this easy on myself here. Okay, so that would be 5. And I would need to take it at frame 600. Needs to be back on that line. So it would be -5. Now that should look seamless. Yeah? Yes. Okay, I figured it out. So now you get like where you're actually going down the tube. Let's get rid of that. So you're going to get this like you're going down the tube and it's going to be this looping motion, which something ain't right there. Or it looked like something wasn't right. But it is. I need to add more tubes because you can see down there at the end it cuts off. That's a bit of an issue. We can fix it. We can fix it by making more. Like, you want it to seem like it's almost endless. What the deuce? Oh, I know. I know one of the things. It's the clip. So let's do... Hey there, Scourge. What's you working on? Looks cool. So this is gonna wind up being a, like, the starting soon screen, be right back screen, end screen. I'm actually gonna have like the text come in like from the end of the hall and come in and then go back out and just kind of have that like in and out thing kind of going on. But this is basically something I just give away. Like my free design Friday is me designing things for content creators, streamers, whatever, and just giving it away for free. And this is just, it's a way for me to promote me as my business side of things. I'm trying to get my name out as I do design things. These are like what I design on. These are going to be more simplistic, a little quicker make things that, don't take as much time. But I do a lot of my own design work and things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm sorry if I hope you're still here. I didn't mean to miss out on that comment. I was like really focused on trying to make this work. What program are you using here? The Object Look 3D. This is Blender 3D. It is 100%. Oh, thank you for the follow. Yay. Blender 3D is a 100% free 3D software. So it, you can build things in a 3D space.
Thank you for following the channel. We hope you enjoy the variety content.
Thank you, Felix. Appreciate you, buddy. That's my little stream buddy, by the way. Yeah, he's actually somewhat interactive, so you can actually like say hi to him, ask him how he's feeling, and things like that. But yeah, Felix is another one of those things that spawned from me to just randomly designing, and yeah, so, but yeah, so Blender 3D. Why am I locked? What the hell did I do? I hit something. There we go. So yeah, oh, that's why that didn't work. Okay. Oh my God, I keep losing my thought. But Blender 3D has, the 3D space you can work with. It also has 2D, and you can do 2D animation in it. So like you can actually do drawings and things like that. It has a video editing software. It has VFX integration where you can actually create visual effects in a video. This is an incredibly powerful tool. And I'm not even the best at this. I've seen people create some unbelievable things with Blender, and I'm not even scratching the surface of what it can do. But I've been working with Blender 3D for... God, how long have I been doing this? I've spent 2 years learning it. I've barely scratched the surface of it, but I'm trying to, make a name for myself, and I use it differently. Like people will use this to make video games, and lots of other things. It's an impressive piece of hardware. Okay, let's look at where it flips. Get rid of that. I need to see how bad that... Okay, it's not too terribly noticeable. Yeah. Do you commission work? I absolutely do. I'm an indie game dev, and I've been looking for work kind of like this. I have never worked for, I've never worked on stuff for a video game. A lot of my stuff is focused on creating for, streamers and their effects needs. I have created some things like here, my Channel Point redemptions. A lot of them I built in Blender. So like here, I'm just going to demonstrate the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah! What the fuck?
I built the Kool-Aid Man completely in Blender. So yeah, that was actually a difficult, it was a difficult one to work with, but, yeah, this is the stuff I like to do. This is it. And I do my live stream on Friday to basically like work on, kind of getting my name out there for these kind of designs. Haven't done anything for a video game before, so I mean, it would be interesting to try. I don't know how effective I would be on it because it's a skill I've never tried to pursue. But yeah, I'm open for commissions. I'm always looking for some work to bring in a little bit of income to keep supporting what I do here. So yeah, Okay, so now that we've got the tube, just real quick, I've got the tube, we've got it up and animated like that. Now we've got to bring in the text part of this. So, oh my gosh. I've got to switch to solid view. The world's too black. So we need text. I'm going to bring this up so I can see what I'm doing here. And we're going to do starting soon. So the nice thing about doing like adding text in this, by the way, is the fact that you don't have to change it to mesh or anything like that. You can literally just change it as you need. So like giving it depth is pretty easy. You just come over and do an extrude, and now you've got some 3D-ness to it. You can make it fat. But what I need to do is I need to find a font that'll work with this. But anyway, so yeah, if you're new here and you haven't seen me before, I'm a variety streamer, so I do this on Friday mornings. Most of my streams are in the evening. I play Destiny 2. We do Jackbox games on Wednesday, on Winnable Wednesday. Let's see what else. I'm getting ready to do my first playthrough of Dead Space for the first time since it released back in 2008. So it'll be fun to get freaked out, even though I'm not one for being freaked out. But yeah, it was highly requested, so I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So I'm getting ready to do Dead Space starting on Monday night, and that'll be a fun one. I'm trying to find a text that's gonna fit this like I want. Nah. I've got a lot of different text fonts that I can work with, and I'm just trying to find one that's going to fit the feel of this. It'll fit the feel, but still stand out. Like, ba-doom, ba-doom, doom, ba-doom, doom. What about this one? Nah.
Nah. Oh, Red Queen. Hello, bitch. What's up? How you doing, girl? How have you been? Well,
Welcome. Good morning. Sorry for being late. Oh, you're good. You are perfectly fine. Actually, that one might work. That might work. That might work for what I'm doing here. Because it should stand out and kind of fit what I'm going for here. You know, too big. Doing good? All right. How's my oldest fan doing? How's Helen? Hope she's doing well. Let's see here. Trying to find a good color that'll stand out but not be too annoying. She's doing great. She had a doctor's appointment today. That's why we were like, oh, it's not a problem. You guys are good. We need to get a little bit of separation in the words here. Character spacing, I meant. Get a little bit of character spacing. Reduce the line spacing. Ah! There we go. And then I think the only thing I need to do is add an outline. I don't know if I like that font. I thought it would be cool. It apparently is not. I don't like it. It's a little too garbled. Oh, you're listening to the music from Final Fantasy X. Yes. This is my soundtrack mix. This is what again, I work best with like movie and video game soundtracks. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be. No, too sharp. I'm going to find one. Wait, I have a Halo one. Wonder if Forget what they called it, though. It wasn't Halo. I have a Halo font that might actually fit this. Hey, yeah, that's going to do it. That's what we want. Woo! I don't want it too big. That looks good. I like that. Yeah. That looks nice. Yeah. Yeah. I'm digging it. So now, let's see. We want it to come in probably about... We're doing it at 30 frames a second, so let's do it at 2 seconds in. Right here. That's where we want it to kind of be front and center. So this is where I want it to be. So when we back up, we need it to be way back. Like it's just coming down the hallway, super ridiculous. So insert that. We're going to scale it down to 0 so it appears like it's coming out of nowhere. Let's get rid of all the gridness. May have to back that up just a little bit. But having that like fly through is kind of one of the things I want to make sure I'm doing. So let's back it up to about there. Let's see. The nice thing is I don't even have to change. I don't have to rotate the camera or anything like that. It's just going to do it on its own and look great. I need it to stay on the screen just a bit longer, though. So I think at about here, we're going to have it just kind of work with the camera for a little bit. So it's at 2.3. About there. That'd be 2.3, so maybe 2.7. No, not negative 2.7. No. Crap. Maybe there. That way it kind of stays on the screen a little bit longer, and then we can kind of move through it. As long as it's gone by the time we get to the reset. Yeah. Yeah. Problem is that color is blending in too much. So now we need it to stand out a little bit. And then I'm going to put a black outline on it to make sure. Maybe we give it like a little bit of a yellow tinge. No. Trying to find the right color to really bounce off, sometimes difficult. Well, maybe we do the really stupid hot pink. Maybe give it a white outline. Okay, let me... Need to duplicate the text. And on this one, we're going to do white. And then down here, fill mode, none. Depth. That may be a little bit too much. 0.005. Just giving it that outline so that way you can identify it a little better. Looks really pixelated. I'm liking it. So yeah. What y'all think? Could you sit and stare at this? The funny thing was Annie H was telling me to hurry home so we could watch you. Aw, thanks. Makes me happy. It stands out a lot better. Yeah. I don't know if I like the pink. Because, like, when it's that far away, it's still not shining the way I want it to. I'm just trying to find the right color on that just kind of goes with the palette, but still stands out. Or idea, what I could do is I could actually have that rotate through some colors. Bring it and making it a little bit more appealing when you're looking at it. And I've got to scoot this way over. I don't like what they did with Blender 3.3 with this, where when you open up a new window, you've really got to play with the windows. I wish they would change that. Ooh, multicolor would be cool. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So what we need to do is we need to get a color ramp. Put it into our color here. And Batman. Everybody love Batman. I'm Batman. And then we'll do the HSVL, do it far. We'll have something drive the color ramp here, or the factor. So with that, I think I should be able to work with, we may just be able to do, we may be able to just straight up map it. Is it Control T? Alt T? Shift T? Nope, none of those. Okay, I don't remember the command for that, so, all right. Mapping, vector into the factor. Texture coordinated. Coordinated. Y'all. Need to scale it. Need to make it. This is making it difficult. Oh, there's so many windows. See, it's too small. This is the problem I have with, like, when we try to do gradient stuff with Blender, is it's not, they didn't make it very intuitive. So it's like you have to play around with it a lot more. Okay, so apparently 0.5. We'll start there. Oh, no, wait, not on that frame. So we'll start at 60. And then when do we actually move past it? It needs to end about here. So let's take a look. It's very subtle, but it works. That Kraken theme, oh, I know. This is one of my favorites. Yeah, it's a very subtle color change. But it still kind of like grabs the eye a bit. The only thing maybe we can do is like brighten it up. Maybe it's the white outline that's not doing it for me. Make it black. Oh, there it is. That's much better. Yeah, giving it that black outline to give it the definition. Yeah. There we go. Yeesh. Because now you can really, like, it really pops. So it was the black outline we needed to do. The white was just too much. Now, granted, it's having trouble, like, rendering it full out, so it's going to look a little choppy with what you're seeing, but... Ooh, why is it... That's an issue, because it goes through the lettering. So... Let me make sure I'm parenting this and making sure they stay with each other. Okay, on this one, well, we're going to do a slight rotation on the way out. So starting here at the frame at 450 right here. Oop. Ah, crap. I was keyframing the wrong thing. Here. Okay. And right here. Let's see what that does. I just don't want it clipping out, which it's probably going to do anyway. So you're going to get... We're going to have to drop it, is what we're going to have to do. I'm a little particular on this stuff. It has to be just right. So, yeah, doing that little bit of a drop, that'll make it cleaner. Always about cleanliness. Always about cleanliness. So, yeah. Oh, the outline is not attached. Oh, no. Oh, what did I do? I made a boo-boo. All right. We're going to have to redo that. I made a boo-boo. So let's just... Flow mode, none. We were using that one. We didn't want that much depth. It was 005, I believe. Now it should stay with it. Yeah. There we go. I fixed it. Whoopsies. Yeah. At least that was an easy fix. And you know, this is the starting soon. I'm also going to be basically changing the text and making it be right back, and another one for, you know, stream end or something like that. But this is basically the idea. You know, it was a rough process. I've never worked with geometry nodes before, so this was new for me. But I think we had a pretty successful project out of it. It looks fun. It looks different. Oh, crap. I did make a boo-boo here. Let's duplicate that. Wait, where did they go? Where's cylinder 4? I'm missing the white outline dudes. Oh, crap. I didn't know which one was which. All right. Okay. Hang on. I got this. I fix it. I know what I'm doing wrong. Hang on. That's that one. That's that. This is the one. Okay. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm like, something ain't right here. I was missing the white ones. It's totally an eye catcher. That's kind of the point. Like, you know, when you're doing these kind of things, you want to make sure that it's capturing people's attention, you know. And I try to make sure that that when I design stuff, I make it different, I make it stand out. I want to make sure that it's like, you know, people are like, where did you get that? What is that? Oh my God, it's so cool. You know, and like, as I've said before, this is like the easier things that an easier thing I've made. You know, I've done some way more advanced things in the past. But yeah, this one actually turned out pretty good. That purple to blue transition is top notch. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely worked out pretty well. You know, you've always got to have some kind of visual flair, and you know, I have a hard time sometimes keeping it simple. This is definitely it's a bit busier than I would like, but it fits. I think it fits for like the way it looks. So, I don't know. But yeah, we made a starting soon screen. And then I'll be rendering this later today with the starting soon, and then I'll add in where it'll say be right back and then stream ending. So I'll have like those three, I'll package them together, and then they will be available on the Ko-fi site, which is ko-fi.com/OSU Phoenix. All my free designs are on there. You can leave a tip if you want to. If you want to give me a little bit of money for them, you're more than welcome to, but it's not required. But yeah, this will get uploaded later today. And yeah, it's not bad. I love it. Thanks. It's different. It's something different and new, but you know, I thought it turned out all right. The only thing, hang on, before I go any further, the one that this color change one. What if I'm just curious, if I take that out. Take that out and then give it a little bump on the emission strength. What would that? But then it doesn't, that's right, it doesn't go back down to the black. That's right. And that's something I want. I want it to fade in and out of that black, so. Okay. I was trying to brighten up the emission on it, but I don't think there's much I'm going to be able to do. And that's fine. The NBC theme. Yes, back to me in the newsroom. Well, shit's happening out in the world, and more shit will happen later today. And then we're going to have even more shit coming at you, and you don't know what shit is going to hit you, but it is bad, and some of it may be good. Did you set up your own website with all that merch and stuff? So the merch store was actually Teespring. They allow it to where you can set up, like, you set up your own store on Teespring, or now it's just Spring, but it's spr.ng, I believe it is, or something like that. But they have an option where you can claim your own domain name, and it was like $11 a year. So I was like, okay. So I claimed my own domain on it and made it osuphoenix.com. So yeah, I mean, I like Teespring because they don't limit you on how much merch you can put up, which I am working on I'm working on another shirt because I can. So yeah, I've got that up there. I'm also working on developing like my designs that are for sale. I do have a full overlay package that is for sale on the website. It's only $25. I call it the Blink, and I mean it's a nice looking little thing. It's not too extravagant. It's multicolored, but I mean, you know, I'm trying to basically bring some kind of income to this, because I do want to do this full time. I want to design stuff. I want to stream. I want to, create tutorial videos. I have so many things I want to do, and there's not a lot of funding going on for that right now. So, but I'm trying to. My wife has encouraged me to make this my full-time business, not just streaming and whatnot. But I'm trying to, build a business out of making designs for other people, and being available for those design needs. Let me save this real quick before I lose it, because I do want to. I will kind of show like my capabilities of what I've done. This goes into designs by OSU Phoenix. We're gonna call this the. What am I gonna call this? We'll call it the circuit. Or no, we'll call it the wire. The wire starting screen. Just save it like that. Waves Cash, take my money anytime. I'm still trying to figure out how to do website design, to where I can basically host all my content and everything into one like just generated space that can link you out to all the different places that I wind up like streaming to or putting up videos on. But then further embedding like YouTube videos into the website and actually have a nice solid way of making those happen. I have these ideas of what I want to do moving forward. I just have to build the skills to do it. And right now I'm kind of stuck on learning C# coding, so that way I can make StreamerBot more effective for me. So I'm working on a lot of things. So let me close out of this. I'll go ahead and show you one of my favorite past designs that I did, and this is actually Seven Gaming, and he's military, and he wanted to really play into it because he does a lot of Call of Duty and things like that. But I loved how his set piece came together. I just gotta find it. I have so many. Yeah, here we go. We'll just do the chat to game one. All right, so here it is. Let me render the colors and everything like that. And this was done 7 months ago or something like that. But basically we have the full on like a full military tent in here, and it's still trying to generate the shaders. Oh, hey, did you like Vincent Price? Yeah, the Vincent Price thing. I thought that was really interesting. I love Vincent Price. I absolutely adore Vincent Price. And the fact that they actually modeled Doctor Strange's comic appearance after Vincent Price, I didn't know that, and I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't know that before, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So with Seven's design here, he wanted the tent. And so basically you got this set piece where you're inside a military tent. And then has separate pieces that's one is like the mission briefing, which is his chat box. And then a few other pieces that go in there. But one of the things that I like is that I made this like a 3D environment type of thing, and it's built that way. So this actually transitions from his chatting screen into the gameplay. And so what happens is when the animation starts, it goes into the tent, and then bam, you're into the gameplay. So it's like you go out after your mission briefing and going into the gameplay. So when it faces that checkered, it's actually like transparent. So whatever your next screen is the gameplay. So I've always loved this one for how I made this like a, okay, now we're going out into combat, for his Call of Duty streams. Like I love designing those things. I don't get to do a lot of these fully interactive like 3D ones that because they require a lot of setup, and oh no! Nah. Why would you do that? So like there was that one. Lot Lizard. When I did Lot Lizard's intro, he wanted a hype video, and Let me see if I can find it. Do. End scene. Where's version 1? I think it's just this one. Or was it the real? Let me see here. Oh, I don't know if it's going to let me show it. I didn't move them. Aw. Darn it. Okay. Hang on. Let's see here. So, this is one of the scenes for Lot Lizard Gaming that I did. Oh, where's the iguana dude? But like I made like this full-on landscape. Oh my god, my I don't know if it'll load everything. That's a cool effect. Thanks. So there was an iguana that was up top, and he was animated, and he would like slowly crawl around everything. But like, I made it to where, you know, it's like this party, this hype up video, and everything with the music. And then he wanted to have clips playing through, so I had like clips kind of laid out in different ways. So I actually built multiple different clips and built this like overall hype video for him, and it's definitely one of my proudest works, because the complexity of it was far beyond what I had ever done before, and it's so much fun to actually like unleash your creativity and then push your own boundaries and design stuff way beyond what your skill set. It's fun. How much would it cost to commission you for something like that, like a hype video? Depending on the complexity of the video, that's what I do have to like put out there, because like Lot Lizards, I made, and I calculated this out for how much work I put into it and how much I charged them. I was making $2 an hour. But it usually runs a few $100s to make these things, because they are incredibly intensive to make. They are not exactly the most easy thing to put together. Now I have gotten better. So, you know, like when I'm putting in about 70 hours of work into making these things, it's not so terrible, because now I have a better idea of how to do things. You know, and I constantly am pushing my boundaries on how to create. Like the Kool-Aid Man, I'm going to tell you right now, that one was the biggest nightmare I've ever made. And it only lasts for like, what, 15 seconds? But the reason is because I incorporated so many different things into it that I have done separately, but never together. So I actually, for once, like modeled and rigged up the Kool-Aid Man myself. It was the first time I had ever truly rigged my own like creation, so to speak. Like I actually like designed him and like full out rendered him out and everything. Rigged him up. I had never done that before, and that was a pain in the ass. Then I had to add physics to it, to where when he actually breaks through the glass, that his body actually, when it contacts that area, will bust open. Then I had to make sure it wasn't the whole thing, and I had to figure out how to block off certain ones to not be broken out. And I mean, it was such a pain in the ass to figure out for the first time, but it was incredibly rewarding, because once it actually worked and I figured out how to make it all connect like it's supposed to, I was so happy that it worked. But now I have that knowledge of how I can work with those things and do better and better each time I'm working with it. Did you model the tent and the trees yourself? The trees actually, these are part of the I'm gonna get the name wrong here. I don't know, it should be enabled. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's under mesh. Yeah, here we go. One of the nice things about Blender is the community has a lot of things that they have built into it, and then things you can get to you know, add-ons you can put in. And what I used for those was it the pipe joints? I think it was under landscape. But you can actually have like a landscape generator, which of course it's showing up a lot smaller, because I need to work on my scaling of things, because I make it too intensive. Maybe it wasn't this. It was not. there's an add-on you can do that is specific for generating like trees, bushes, things like that. I don't think I have it enabled right now because this is 3.3, and I think this one was originally working on Blender 2. Oh god, I want to say 2.82. So some of the things have kind of changed in my setup since, but there are ways you can actually like get some random generated kind of things. So like the tree here is, I mean, it's, let me switch to solid view here. Like it has a lot of different vertices, sorry, with it. So a lot of these have already been procedurally generated. So, you know, they're it's just kind of, oh, it's a curve. It's in the curve modifiers here. So I still don't have it enabled. But anyway, they have things where, and then you can actually adjust things. There are tools to make the workflow a little bit easier. The texturing I did on this tree bark was actually a download I got, was an add-on I got from another Blender artist, and he gave it away for free because he's like, look, well, we're working with like trees, wood, things like that. Like having to have a true procedurally generated material is not easy to come by, and some of these guys are way better at building it than I am. So it's nice that the Blender community has these assets available that you can use and build whatever you need to work with. So like originally when I first started it out, I didn't know about any of this stuff, and I was having to try and build it all on my own, and it was an absolute nightmare. Having a lot of these tools that people have built makes things so much easier to work with, and reduces the amount of time you spend working on these things. The tent was the tent was actually modeled by somebody else. They sold me the license to it. They sold me the license to use that in any project I want, for like $10. Because I was having an atrocious time trying to build the tent correctly. So sometimes I will actually be, if it's too complex, I reach out to another artist who's more efficient, more skilled, and I'll license it from them. So I pay them for their work, and then I get to use it. So a lot of times I try to focus on me creating a lot of stuff, but back 7 months ago, I couldn't create a tent to save my life. I'm better at it now, but back then, no. So, you know, sometimes I do have to rely on the modeling skills of others to actually be able to proceed with some things. And I've done that on a few occasions, but like I said, I try to make sure that I'm creating the things, I'm modeling the things. I try to move in that direction first and foremost. But if it becomes something that I am just not skilled enough to do, I defer to somebody else. And that's it becomes a part of business, you know, as it stands. Sometimes you have to reach out to somebody else because maybe you can't make something happen. Like animals, I had a hard time for a long. I struggled so much with designing animals that I had to find somebody else. And a lot of it is another thing that's really difficult is the fact that I need the tablet and pen, which there are interfaces for that and everything. I don't have that, and I'm trying to work with a mouse. Trying to like model with a mouse just doesn't work. It's an absolute horrific time trying to do. But yeah. The end product is really nice, though, regardless. Thank you. I did start on last week. Last week I was working on my office for when I go and start doing Destiny. I can happily say that I have finished it. Let me see here. I think it's this one. So I'll go ahead and show off what how I've built up the compound. So this is the me trying to generate my own 3D space type thing. So let me get in here. It's going to take a minute to render it all because there's a lot to it. I mean, a lot to it. So with this, I actually, I've been building all this stuff myself for the most part, trying not to use too many things outside of other people's or, you know, you use too many of other people's stuff. So what everybody's usually familiar with is my, like, this is my just chatting screen. Like, you know, the thing spins around and everything like that. But the office, the Destiny office is finished. This is what it looks like. So, you know, got my logo here as the window and made it look like it is stained glass, which I thought was fun. My clan's logo that I designed, I threw up there. Put some of my favorite Destiny weapons in here. Of course, Anarchy in the corner. Barrels of our beer, as I would like to say, because we are the Hellas Basin Brewery. So I was like, yeah, I gotta have the beer in there. So, you know, I have this nice little office type thing that I created. I was wanting to talk to you about doing like a channel hype or commercial, but the world scheme would be like Wonderland or the Mad Hatter's Tea Party or something. Was that something you could do? I could figure something out for it, Red. Absolutely. Or Red Queen's Palace. Yeah, we can figure something out. Unfortunately, it's not cheap. Depending on how intricate you need it to be, it's not. It typically isn't too cheap, but you know, we can talk about it and we can figure out what we can do with it and make it work. So yeah, like I built up the office, and then what will be fun is you know, we spin around 180 degrees down the hallway. We go into our Winnable Wednesday space where we have, you know, this is where we do our Winnable Wednesdays. You guys have seen the set if you've been here on Wednesday nights. So yeah, like I'm slowly building up this whole thing. Where did Teabag go? I have to get him back up there. I don't know what happened. And then let's see, 270. And there'll be the other hallway will be in there. It's hard to control this sometimes. And then we spin around, and then we're back to the main room. So like I'm building this whole like compound essentially. And this is where we're at so far with it. You know, I've still got some rooms that I want to do. We need one for like when we do Fall Guys or Fortnite or something, that more playful kind of room. When I get into doing like Phasmophobia, I want to have like a more horror style room, more Ghostbusters like. Yes, I'm going to go into my Ghostbusters happy place and try to see if I can create that. If I do something like Battlefield, we'll have like a war room type thing. So like I'm trying to build up all these different rooms and things like that into building my own ridiculous compound. And then anytime we change scenes, it'll be transitioning down the hallways into each one of the different rooms. So, you know, it's what I'm trying to pull off and what I'm trying to achieve. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot. For me, this is where I spend most of my anxiety time. When my anxiety level is through the roof and I just need to get away from everything, this is what I wind up doing is I sit down and Blender and I just start creating something. So like Friday mornings are super therapeutic for me. That's fine. I just want a channel commercial. I'll send you some of my ideas on Discord. I know that's going to cost, but in the end, it'll be worth it. Yeah, and we'll talk about like what your idea is, what it's going to take to make it, to make it and everything, and we'll talk like pricing. And honestly, when it's somebody I know and somebody I trust and everything, when I get hired, I'm usually more flexible when it comes to how you pay me. When it came to Sevens, because I also he had me do armored personnel vehicles, and then I have there was this like 2-minute outro of like a convoy of them, and on the convoy had different like thank yous that he wanted to put out there, like thanking you to his wife, his moderators, his communities, things like that I had to build onto him. And then it was I made it was a single shot too. Actually, I wonder if I should still have it, but it's like a legit single shot of this outro that I did. Hang on. Where's that outro? Stinger, trace, camera box, BRB. Is it N? This one. I think so. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not going to render it. We'll just actually like, well, maybe I can material preview it. But this one is like, it was literally I made sure it was a single scene type deal. Oh, maybe I'm going to have to render it. It's okay. I don't think I used too many different colorings on it. So this right here is what his chat box looked like, where it's like this see-through kind of thing to it. But this was all done in a single shot. I don't know. Oh, good. The music isn't coming through, but, you know, it kind of goes through this whole thing. Uh-oh. I may have crashed things. Oh, no. Oh, no, there it is. It's just having a hard time keeping up. Oh, there it goes. So yeah, like I have all this, and it's actually a single thing where the camera's just panning through almost nonstop. It took a long time to render all this, and put it together, but I mean the end product was fantastic. I really, you know, it was great, but this also wasn't one of those things that was cheap. It took a lot of time, a lot of effort to make it happen. So yeah, I can do them. They're just not exactly the cheapest thing in the world. Hey, my parcel came today. Oh, good. You got it. Yo, hey. What's the thing for that you sent me? So you won a can koozie. It's, if I remember right, it's just a can cooler. Some we have here in the States and whatnot. But yeah, it's just like you set like a 12-ounce can in it, and it keeps your can cool and also looks fun. No, but you know, you were runner-up number 1, and one person never got back to me on the winning. So since you were the runner-up, you got it. But hi, but nice, good to see you again, Jamie. I'm sorry about that. I get into those moments where I'm just like, I'm talking and I completely forget that I'm supposed to still like do things. But yeah, so like that's the grand scale of that whole scene. And these guys literally are driving the whole time. Like they're literally moving the whole time. So yeah. Thanks for it. Hey, no problem. You won. When you win, you get free stuff. That's how Winnable Wednesday works. This was all. So another thing is this was a long time ago. My skills have been better. Like there's literally no grass, and that's something I always want to change. And I honestly don't have the computing power to make that happen. But yeah, so I mean, I do a lot of this designing stuff, and it's fun for me. I design my own things, and you know, these are older designs. I need to change them out and everything. But yeah. So I've talked a lot, and I'm tired. So anybody have anything else they want me to, like, I feel like I need to be designing something else. I don't even know what. I don't even know what I should do. Maybe I should make an emote. What do you guys think? Should I make an emote? I don't even know what kind of an emote. What kind of an emote should I make? And why is Blender being a jerk to me? And you are quite welcome for it, my friend. I'm sorry if I didn't say that earlier. I'm so scatterbrained right now. Like my brain is like all over the place and not totally with it. I sent you some ideas on Discord. Oh, BKB. Let me see here. Oh. So are you wanting it to be a still image, or do you want it to be animated? That's kind of the imagery wise. Yeah, I can work with like the imagery. I can probably work with that pretty easily. What I do need to know is, are you wanting it to be animated, or are you wanting a still shot? Because that actually depends. That does alter things. Because if I have to build a full 3D environment, that's fine. If it's going to be a stagnant 2D image, that's easier to do. I don't have to worry about anything behind it. But yeah, we can work on something like that. I'm sure I can figure something out to make that happen. I was thinking maybe a walkthrough with some clips. Oh, okay. Yeah. So like your clips would be paintings on the wall. We can make that happen. Yeah, that shouldn't be too terribly difficult. I think I've got some good ideas that we could work with that on. I'll have to do some research on how I'm going to approach some of the architecture for it. Maybe there's going to be some tools that'll make some more Victorian architecture a little bit easier to work with. But yeah, we can do something like that. All right. I want to make an emote. I don't even know what to make an emote of. You're so awesome. Oh, thanks. I try to be. Yeah, I'll figure out what we can do. I'll think on it. That'll definitely get my brain engaged and thinking, so that'll be nice. I need an emote to make. I have an animated emote slot that's available, and I don't know what to do for it. I need ideas. I need ideas. I can't even think of anything. Because ever since I got affiliate, it keeps telling me I need to make a commercial. Oh, like the intro video type thing. Yeah, I need to do one of those too. I need to do one of those, and I have some ideas on what I want to do. I've also got I have this idea for a channel point redemption where or actually more of a bit redemption where you guys pay me and I run a commercial. I was thinking about doing that for like the 100 bits where you give 100 bits and we'll do like a 15-second commercial, and it'll be like me being like, has this guy wronged you or something like that, and have your name pop up and make it seem like, you know, we're blaming you for something or whatnot. Like, I think that would be a lot of fun. I just haven't figured out how I want to pull that off yet. But yeah, I have this idea for these commercials to pop up for 100 bits. I figured that would be the good one because I do get some people who'd like to drop 100 bits at a time. And it's like, might as well make them like fun and, hey, you paid for your advertising space. Oh, man. I need an animated emote idea. Of course, I also need to go to the bathroom. And what time is it? It's 11:30, which means I actually am over budget on my time. Never mind. Maybe we'll just stop there. Because I've been shooting the YouTube video for the very fundamentals of a OBS Studio, like the bare minimum you need to start with OBS Studio. And then I've already started scripting out the next video that is going to be talking about how to incorporate custom overlays, how to set up scene nesting for your future and make it more effective and easier rather than like how mine is. And it's literally a hodgepodge that I'm still trying to clean up. So I'm trying to give some information on how to set up OBS more effectively and efficiently than what I've been doing. But I'm working on those YouTube videos and I need to get to editing those. So yeah, I'm a little over budget on my stream time. That's okay. Call JG Wentworth 877 cash now. I wasn't watching Tubi and that commercial is rampant on there. I'm sure it is. Hulu does a lot of the general. For great rate, you can save online. Go to the general and save some time. Yeah, but I want to do those kind of commercials for 100 bits, and you won't know which commercial is going to pop up, but it's going to have your name on it. So the idea is legit going to be like, you're going to sponsor my stream for 100 bits. I think it would just be hysterical. It'd be funny. It fits with my humor. And I've got to actually just sit down and film them at some point. So I've got all these ideas and not enough time to get them out and done. That's an issue I have. So I just don't have enough time to get them done. But oh yes. So I'm going to call it the stream for today. I'm going to render out today's projects, and it's going to be 3 different renders, and I'll put them up. I'm actually probably what I'm going to do. as well is I'm going to set it up to like I'll include the Blender file with it, and then you can actually adjust the colors as you would want then. I think that would be something that would be that might be beneficial because maybe not everybody wants that color scheme. So maybe I should set it up to where like you can actually download Blender and like adjust the colors yourself, and I'll figure out a good way to make that happen. So yeah, maybe I'll do that too. But I'll try to get that up later today. If nothing else, it'll be up by Monday. I can't guarantee anything for the weekend, but I will do my best. Thank you for that, Red. I do appreciate that shout out. Now, does anybody have someone in mind we should go raid? Is there anybody online you wish me to send some love to? If not, I've got some. I might have somebody we can send some love to. Especially if you want to, you know, a lot of people I see right now are in just chatting. So I don't know. We'll see. Or do we even want, you know what? Maybe I don't want to raid today. I want to be lazy. I'm going to be lazy. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be lazy tonight. Much love, man. Much love to all of you. I will be back Monday night. We should be starting Dead Space Monday night. So that'll be fun. So, all right. I'm going to get out of here. You all have a wonderful weekend. I will catch you Monday night for some fun times. And thank you for everything you guys do for me. All the love, support, hanging out with me and everything. You guys are just absolutely amazing. So be on the lookout on the Ko-Fi or Coffee account and be able to download the stuff soon. So, all right. Love you guys. Mwah, have a good night.